I need to keep looking, or do I just go with, who I've already built a relationship with?
What's the next step for you, Levi? I mean, you got the full season in last year.
Mm-hmm.
The pass rush showed up in the pressures. What is the next step to your game, production-wise?
Yeah, I think now's the time to start, really looking at sacks, getting them. I had a lot of pressures, and that means, I should have a lot of sacks, so I just got to put it all together.
What is the step to that? I mean, I'm sure you're already having those conversations with your position coach, your defensive coordinator. What translates pressures to sacks in this league?
That's a good question. It's really just about making the play once you get there. At the end of the day, for some guys it's a little bit of luck, but you really just got to make the play, have the right guys around you. I mean, if you put Hutch to my left, Mac to my right, DJ with us, and Davenport, one of us are going to get a sack, so it's going to happen. It's bound to happen.
What kind of interactions have you had with your new D-line coach, Casey Rogers?
Yeah, I just talked to him, so I just met him for the first time. Real cool dude. I mean, he has a good plan for us, and you could tell he's excited. You could tell he has an individual expectation for every different player, and he's going to use that to put us in the right spot. So I like where his head's at.
Been here with Shop too. What do you think about his rise, defensive coordinator now, and just how do you think that's going to fit?
I mean, well deserved. I mean, we all knew it was going to come. I think it's when we're on the field, Shep damn near calling the plays, with AG and whatnot. So we know he knows what he's doing. We've seen his growth through 4 years now. So it's well deserved, and he'll handle business for sure.
What are you guys looking forward to run this back as a defensive line group? I mean, we didn't get to see it, obviously with all the injuries early with Marcus and Hutch, just to have them back and you now back in the fold and DJ and Aleem. It's going to be a lot of the same pieces. How much are you looking forward to running that back?
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, what happened last year was crazy. We can all admit that. And it's not going to happen again. That's one of those rare things that happen. I mean, you saw how we were rolling at the beginning of the year. So to have all those guys back, everybody side by side, I mean, we're gonna cause some damage for sure.
Rogers was brought up already. I'm just curious. It's 4 defensive line coaches in 4 years, which seems a little wild given the stability across the rest of the coaching staff. Like, what are the challenges, and are there any benefits, I guess, to kind of getting different perspectives, fresh perspectives every year?
There's for sure benefits. I think we learned from a lot of great coaches. I mean, we had T for 1 year, but you saw how we played, The guys learned a lot from Coach T, and he helped us out a lot. And we'll use that next year, to make it happen. But I don't think it's difficult, to be honest. We know how the league is. People move in, people move out. Some guys had that happen in college, so I think everybody's used to it. I don't think it's as big of a deal. Obviously, losing a coach like Coach T, that's huge. But we got another great coach in Casey, so we'll be good.
When talked to you at the end of the season, you were pretty calm and at peace about what was to come, and let the cards fall as they may, I think was maybe a phrase you used. But was there any nerves, anxiety as you got closer to free agency? And I mean, what's a sense of relief that you get to, you don't have to sell your house? I mean, there's familiarity with your teammates and the city.
Sure. For sure. I mean, free agency that sucks, but it does. You just sit there waiting and waiting and waiting. But I think once it came down to it, and I decided I'm gonna be here. Then it starts flushing in. All right, Derek's going to be here. You know what I'm saying? All right, Hutch is here. Aleem's here. All these guys you grew up with or played with are here. All right, now you don't got to move. Or if you move, you're moving, 5 miles down the road to get a house or whatnot. So, and then, the defense. You know all the coaches. You're familiar. It's going to be the same drive. So all that starts flooding into your head. And it just makes it so much smoother because, you're familiar. This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just a bunch of working out and playing Call of Duty.
Where are you working out? Are you working out with anybody?
Yeah, I work out at Mecca, so they have a spot in Royal Oak. That's who I worked out with last off season. I love training there. It's one-on-one training, and they do real good work. So I was like, let me double down and work out with them.
How big was this season for you, Levi? just to prove to yourself that, look, I can be, you know, a dominant player with all the pressures and you know, and what does that mean moving forward?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, from training camp this past season until now, I mean, I feel like I started off hot and real confident. So that led out throughout the whole season. So now, you know, I get to start the same way, but with that much more experience. So I'm gonna just use that to be the best player I can from the jump.
Last year, you kind of split a lot of time between being on the interior, being on the edge. Some of that, I imagine, was just reaction to some of the injuries that happened.
Yeah.
Is there a spot that you feel like you're excited to get back into this year?
I could play anywhere, honestly. I like the 5, I like the 4, I like the 3. I even like the nose. You know, I like sometimes when we jump the front, and I end up as a 1 tech or a 0 tech. So I don't really care where I play or where they have me. I enjoy it all.
Is the mindset for you now just to be able to stack seasons now that you had a year like the one you just had?
Say again?
Is the mindset for you now just to be able to stack those seasons like the one you just had?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, be better than what I did past season, but for sure build and keep building.
I know your journey, but like, what does the second contract mean? Like, to the place where you got drafted to, just the long road here.
Oh, it's huge, man. I mean, it's crazy because, you think about the second contract when you're a rookie. You think about it year 2, year 3, year 4, and to finally get here, I mean, it's a blessing, especially after what I've been through, what I dealt with. It's a blessing, 100%.
Sure, you were probably a little conservative with the money there for a while when, maybe you didn't know what the future held.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Did you treat yourself to anything like you were holding off?
See, I'm a conservative guy. I don't spend a lot of money, so it don't matter what my contract is, I'm going to save it, so.
Gaming system upgrade though?
Huh?
Gaming setup?
I already got the newest Xbox, so I'm all good. I'm all good.
Have you had a chance to meet any of the new guys?
Yeah, I just seen DJ, so
What's your impression of him?
I just met him. I mean, real,
What's your impression of him in particular, DJ?
yeah, I mean, real confident dude. That's a solid DB. He's big, so sometimes you meet people and they're gonna handle business. That's kind of what I felt when I met him.
Have you had time to reflect on maybe the draft class that you came in, the group that you came in with?
Yeah, bro. I think it's Iffy and Jamar. That's the only one that are gone, right? Iffy and Jamar. Yeah, that sucks. But I mean, a lot of us are staying together, so it does feel good. Like I said, I was talking before, like D Barnes re-signed here, so kind of makes it easier to come back when you got Aleem, D Barnes, Panay, Amara, Brock. I know I'm missing some other guys, but makes it easier because all your guys are still here.